Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Graham McNeice.
10 years, eh?
10, October.
Right.
Sorry.
I'm very proud we took you, Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, may I say I am, deeply honoured to be here tonight for two reasons. One, to present the award, the major award, and to be present on what is a very, very special night. At Sky Channel, we've got a very old show called Remember When, which has been running for the last 10 or 12 years or so. But being here tonight, it's like the memories just keep flooding back. And listening to the speakers and to those that have been inducted into the Hall of Fame brings back so many memories. Peter Pearson, you know that tribute to your father on behalf of your family was something very special. They're just wonderful contributors for greyhound racing, and like everyone in this room, I was deeply moved for that fabulous tribute to your dad. To Paul Ambrosoli, I have known Paul since I started, when I began calling greyhound races up the straight at Richmond back in the 60s. And I continued calling the races for quite a number of years, did a few other things as well, but Paul stayed on calling the greyhounds and of course the football for quite some time. And I think it was in the early 80s I started to make a bit of a left-hand turn and started turning my attentions toward other things in my career. But Paul maintained his love and devotion of greyhound racing, and 40 years or so hence on, he's still as passionate, he's still as accurate, and he loves this game as he was 40 years ago. And I'm very proud to know you too, Paul, over all these years. Where has time gone? Congratulations. And congratulations also to all the other inductees into the Hall of Fame. Speaking of people that are here tonight, Jeff Collison, I know, we were just reminiscing as we were with Paul down there. The first one that Paul mentioned as the New South Wales Greyhound of the Year was when Zoom Top, I think it won back in 1968 in the luxurious Silver Collar Bistro. How times have changed. But it was very special then. And Pigeon, as we know him, or Jeff, is with us tonight. And Jack Bell, amazing man, Jack Bell, see him here tonight. Howard Ashton, looks the same as he did 20 years ago. To see the Colemans are here, and the Wheeler family. Wow, it is. Look, I have had a wonderful time in my career in so many ways, but I will always acknowledge the fact that it was greyhound racing that gave me my big start, and I love the sport oh so dearly for that. Michael alluded to something earlier on about Superstation. It was back in 1986, Superstation, which eventually, of course, became Sky Channel. It was an interesting period in changing technologies as far as subscription television was coming to this part of the world, or pay television as we know it. And it was greyhound racing, in addition to two provincial thoroughbred clubs, the very first to embrace satellite telecasting in this country. It was a bold move, a very bold move indeed by greyhound racing. But of course, that was the start. And of course, we all know what has happened over the past 23 years or so. So they were heady days for Superstation Sky Channel, and indeed for greyhound racing. And nothing stays the same, as we know. We have to move with the times and make the very best of it, and the sport is doing just that. This is a great night tonight, and as I said, I'm deeply proud to be here. And I'm deeply honoured on behalf of Sky Channel, the company that I love so much, to be asked to present the 2008 Sky Channel Australian Greyhound of the Year Award.
Mr. Mentos has got the...
Bill, how are you? Good to see you, Bill. Good to see you. Eddie Caruana down there. Wow. Dear Eddie. Okay, the 2008 Sky Channel Australian Greyhound of the Year is El Gallo. Lovely to meet you. Hello, Princess. How are you?
Just got to play the tribute. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2008 Sky Channel Australian Greyhound of the Year, El Gallo, to accept the award, Shona Hood, and Graham's about to present the trophy.
There you go. Shona, congratulations.
And of course, Shona's little girl, Holly.
Yep.
Shona Hood, ladies and gentlemen, the owner of El Gallo. It's the closest I'm going to get to one.
Unlike Jimmy Coleman and Peter Pearson, who made it to the end of their speech before they cried, I'll probably start mine crying, as I've done for the last 12 months with this dog. He's unbelievable. I'd like to thank Sky Channel for their sponsorship and their continued support of greyhound racing. I'd like to thank AGRA for these awards and congratulate Neil Brown on the sensational job that he does. I'd also like to thank the New South Wales GBOTA for putting on tonight, and in particular Stephanie, who helped us out a lot with organising to get us up here tonight. I'd like to congratulate Shane and Gavin on the year that they've had with Chinatown Lad and Fallen Zorro and the owners of both dogs. I actually met Shane back in 2005 when Chinatown Babe went to Lillipilly Lad, who we were standing at stud at the time, and have been fortunate enough to actually be involved a lot with Chinatown Lad and Fallen Zorro over the past 12 months, with Shane and Gavin staying with us when they're in Melbourne. So tonight is just unbelievable for the three dogs to be nominated for the Australian Greyhound of the Year. The footage earlier with Chinatown Lad, my kids actually featured in there quite a bit. So to both of you, congratulations. And I know the amount of travelling you've done for the past 12 months. It's just been unbelievable what you've done with those two dogs. Unfortunately, Jason couldn't be here tonight. As most people know, with greyhound racing, someone's got to stay at home and do all the work. And I've had the fortunate job this last 12 months of being the one that's been able to take El Gallo all around Australia and enjoy the ride. And Jason's done all the work at home, and I've got a lot of the limelight with the dog. But trust me, it's Jason that does all the work at home and puts the polish on the dog. And he hasn't been the easiest dog to train over the last 12 months, but he manages to get him there 100% every time he goes round. And that's just been an amazing effort.